morning, y'all. Good morning. And Lord, I look a mess, but guess what? Story time, bitches. All right, so what it's like to go from a level 3 maximum security prison to a level 1 work camp. The differences and the shock. Okay, so it's 3 prisons in South Carolina. This is South Carolina. I don't know about no other prisons because I ain't did no time in them. Had been to jail in other states, but never did no time in no other prisons. Okay, so we got 3 prisons. We got Goodman, Leith, and Camille. Camille is like the trap spot. It is a maximum security prison control movement as well. It was supposed to be like a level 2, but they just level 3 both of them prisons. But anyways, it's like a trap spot. It's popping. You know what I'm saying? They got rules and it's strict, but you can get away with most shit. Okay. Anyways, Leith, that's where I did the majority of my time. That motherfucking shit shut down like a bitch. Okay. Let me explain. All right. So for most of the part of your day, if you don't got no work job, you stay in your cell area. You do not get to like leave your little cell area and go to no prison yard. There is none of that motherfucking shit. That shit does not fucking exist over there. It don't. You might can get 30 minutes to an hour out a day. When you get your 30 minutes to an hour out, you get to go like early in the motherfucking morning. I'm talking 7 o'clock type shit. Okay, you get to go outside. They got this little round area. You can walk around it or you can sit on a bench. You know what I'm saying? You do not, by no means, do you ever step on the motherfucking grass, bitch. You never step on the grass. Stepping on the grass is like a fucking sin, bitch. You do not whatsoever step on the grass and your ass is going down. Okay, there will be no stepping on the grass. You walk around that little circle, okay, and you best not ever dare talk to no other prisoner from no other building or cell area or your ass is going down. Okay, if they didn't come from your little building that you live in, you getting rolled up and you going to lock up for talking to them. Don't pass no notes. Okay, do not pass any notes whatsoever. And that's life on the prison yard when you get to go outside. They do got classes. You can try to take them to try to get out of your little cell area, but it's hard as fuck to get in a class and leave. Like, it's hard as fuck. Like, you got to have enough time. You got to get on a waiting list. And then when you finally do get a class, it'd be at like 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. So you got to be ready at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then so you listen over the loudspeaker. And all prisons, you listen over the loudspeaker. They'll call your area or your name and they'll tell you to go somewhere. And that's the only time. Then they'll pop the door and you can go out of it. So at like 7 o'clock in the morning, if you got a class, they'll call you over the loudspeaker. Everybody will go stand in a single file line. Bitch, it better be single file and there better not be no talking. It's like an elementary school. Okay. And then they'll pop the door and let you out the door. And you're literally supposed to walk in single file line when you go places. A lot of times we did fuck up and walk beside each other, but the rule is you're supposed to walk in a single file line and there'll be no talking on the prison yard, period. Okay. So when you go eat, they will call you by buildings. They will say like what building that you live in. Like if you live in Cambridge, report to the cafeteria for, you know, whatever meal it is. So your building will get your cell door will pop. You get to go outside. You have to stand in single file line and they'll count you and then they'll open the door. You have to walk in single file line to the lunchroom. You're not allowed to talk in the fucking cafeteria. You're not allowed to talk to each other. You have to sit at a table by your motherfucking self. There's an X on the chair. You can sit on it. You have a very short amount of time to eat. And I dare you to be looking around, try to talk to somebody. You get in trouble. Okay. You are not allowed to talk to each other or look each other in that motherfucker. All right. And then when you leave, usually there'll be like an officer at the door. Okay. And you walk out and they pat you down and they'll search you to make sure that you're not taking no food out or no letters out. All right. And then you walk in a single file line back to your motherfucking building where you is not supposed to talk. Now, do we listen to these rules? No, not really. They be yelling at us and stuff, but that's the rule to get to the lunchroom or cafeteria, whatever you call it. Okay, and when you get to work, because like I got a job in the cafeteria, so I work for 14 hours for free every other day. Every other day I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They called it, we had to wake up, go take a shower. If you didn't take a shower before and after work, your motherfucking ass going to lock up. Okay, so you take a shower, you wait on them to call you, they'll tell you your building, you walk down to the cafeteria, you work your whole day for free. All right, then when it's time to go back, you get to go back, they'll pat you down and search you, you take your shower and you be ready for camp, period. Okay, ain't no fucking around up in there. Oh, then I got moved to another prison, y'all. I got moved to Goodman. And y'all, I have never, okay. We were like, everybody was walking on the grass. We were like, what the fuck? Hell no. We was over there still walking in single file, avoiding the grass, y'all. We found out, okay, you could walk in the grass. All right, now check this out. All right, so when you were there, like no matter what class you signed up for, almost everybody got in a class. I was feeling like I was in high school, y'all. I was reliving my childhood because I was a badass child. All the little things I never did in my childhood, I did at that prison, y'all. I took a dance class. I was on the step team. I went to all kinds of classes. You know what I'm saying? And check this out. At a certain time during the day, over the loudspeaker, they would say the prison yard is now open, and bitch, everybody from every building could go outside. You could play games. They had like a little area set up. They had a field. You could just go out there and chill all day until the street lights came on, and they would say the prison yard is now closed, and bitch, then you could go inside. It was so much freedom compared to the other prison. I swear on everything. Okay, we had workout classes. We had everything. All right, and when it was time to go to the cafeteria, they would all the buildings would go. They would be like building 1 report to the cafeteria, building 2, but you could just walk, and some people would be outside. You wouldn't be locked in your cell. You could just go from wherever you was. We had like a library, everything. We didn't have none of that shit at that other prison. No library. We heard they might have one. Bitch, I never seen it. Okay. And They had a library. We could go to the library and check out books. We had church on every Sunday. It wasn't at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right. We had NA. I mean, well, AA. We didn't have NA. We had AA classes. Bitch, I went to that. You could just go to classes throughout the day. It was like being in college. Bitch, I did step shows and everything. Okay. We didn't even have sales that shut. Like, we were never locked in. Okay. We could just go out of our little room. You know what I'm saying? Go in our day room whenever the fuck we wanted to. Like, in the other prison, most of the time, the sales was locked in and we would shut in our little cell area, like our room. That's what we called it, our room. You'd just be locked in there with your roommate. And they would be like, no one's allowed in the day room today. So you couldn't even go out in the day room. Like, you could come out and take a shower, but you couldn't come out in the day room. Okay, that's how bad it was. All right, so when you was in the cafeteria at the good prison, you could sit with people and you could talk, bitch. And guess what? Sometimes you could have seconds, bitch. If we hadn't run out of food, they would give you seconds. And check this out, they would give you chips and stuff, and you could literally take your food from the cafeteria to your cell. This shit is crazy, bitch. For like the first month when I was there, I was still hiding shit because we could just walk it out the door, but that just seemed so weird to me that we could just walk it out the door. But we could. The guards was so nice at the one prison. If you talk to the guard, if you're like, hey, how you doing today? They'll just cuss you the fuck out and yell at you. The guards at the good prison was so nice to you. They would talk to you and treat you like you was a human being. All right, I had a job. My first job was like at a little cafeteria where like, okay, because it was like a work release prison, so I didn't get paid at my first job, but it was like a cafeteria for COs that were going, I guess, to a correctional officer school. So it was a training academy. So I worked there and we fed the correctional officers. Then I would come back, get strip shirts, squat and cough. So then I hit work release, y'all, and I got to go work at McDonald's, and I got paid like $14 an hour, I think, for like working at McDonald's. And then I would leave the prison, go work at McDonald's, come back, squat, cough, get naked, and then go back to my cell. And I was in there making money. I did have to pay room and board because you got to pay room and board when you in prison and you getting paid and stuff. But anyways, I did pay room and board, but I came home with some money. All right, I did so much stuff. Like, that prison is how all prison should be, because I promise you, it helped me grow so much as a person. It helped me learn so much as a person. The other prison, it don't help nobody. It don't help nobody jack shit. All it make you want to do is fight motherfuckers. Period. So that is the difference between level 1 and level 3. All right, the one is fucking hell, and the other one, it really prepares you for life. It was actually a good experience, and I really needed that to become who I am today. Anyways, it was a lot of freedom compared to the other one.